I throw this on the board to kind of provide some perspective, if you will, because we're really going to be using just one T account. We're going to be, say, here. You know, the problems that we're doing in class are just here. They involve one department. But I just want you to know kind of the big picture. That one department fits into a much bigger scheme. And so they tend to be fairly detailed problems. They're kind of small problems rather than big problems, okay? So that is sequential processing and parallel processing. And so thank you, Melissa, for bringing this up, because that's the benefit of you having the handy handouts. You can keep me on track. So now we want to go to what's an equivalent unit. What page is that on? Next page. What is an equivalent unit, or EU for short, okay? Now, I'm going to erase and talk at the same time. You all, what state are we in? Missouri, just checking. What do I want to say? Well, what I'm going to say right now is I'm about to tell something of a story, and I am going to take liberties with that story. Because I used to tell this story in Texas, and people were happy. But I came to Missouri, and people started correcting me on this story, because it is a story written about a dude who paints a picket fence white. Who would that dude be? Tom Sawyer. And so it just so happens that Tom did his painting, if you will, in Missouri. Did you know that? But so I came here and people were like, Dr. Fessler, that's not quite what happened. And so I'm just going to tell you up front, it makes things go a little, it helps things go a little more smoothly, that I'm going to take a few liberties with this story, okay? And I'm not exciting enough for Whitney either. But maybe the story of Tom Sawyer is going to be. So Tom, has anybody, where's Tom at when he does his painting? Hannibal, Missouri. It's right on the Mississippi, is it not? Has anybody been in Hannibal or near? You've been in Hannibal. Wow. A bunch of people have been to Hannibal, Missouri. Have you been there in August? So the middle to end of August. You have. Hot, humid. Humid, maybe more than hot, even. I mean, you have too. You know it's humid outside when you walk out of an air-conditioned room and your eyeglasses fog over. Okay? Many of you are too young to know that. But that is when it is humid outside. I've been in Memphis, Tennessee. I haven't been to Hannibal, Missouri, but I've experienced 100% humidity before. It isn't. I mean, when I first moved to Missouri, actually it was Tennessee. When I first moved to Memphis, I mean, I felt like I had to swim to my car in the summer, you know, because. Is it? It's worse than Memphis. Hannibal. So it's hot. It's humid. Tom has agreed to paint this fence, right? And so because it's hot and humid, which is why I brought this up, he wanted to get an early start. Got a hot text message coming in? You're done? No, it's all done now. Where was I? Hot, humid, Hannibal, Missouri. We've got to be painting. And so Tom is going to get an early start. Okay? Oh, you know what? I messed up. Today I am just flambuzzled. Because normally I draw this first and ask people to identify what it is. But now you already know. What's that? A picket fence. Of course, Dr. Fessler. What else could it be? Of course, of course. So Tom, it is early in the morning. Sun's just come up. Unfortunately, the board's already white. This is the only day of class where I kind of appreciated chalkboards, because then I could paint the pickets white. Here we've got a whiteboard, so white on white doesn't work very well. So we're painting red, even though that's not really the color that he was using. And so Tom is painting the fence. And you know, has anybody had this experience where painting is really kind of fun for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Right? I mean, it's like, woohoo! It's changing color. And then it gets boring really, really fast. And so Tom is, he's almost to that threshold, right? One picket, woo, that's looking cool, right? And he manages, he kind of whips out his second one too before the feeling disappears. And then he gets partway done with the first one, or the third one. He gets about halfway done with his third picket, and his buddy kind of comes up. Who's his buddy? Huck Finn. And Huck Finn's like, Tom, let's go fishing. No. I'm getting paid to do this. Get away from me. So he scurries off. And so he goes to work again, and he paints another one. Or gets partway done with the next one. And then his girlfriend came up. She's got a picnic basket and a blanket. She wants to go somewhere. And what's her name? I had to move to Missouri to learn her name. Becky Thatcher. Very good, man. Very good. Becky Thatcher. Becky has got a picnic basket and a blanket, and she wants a date. And Tom says, okay. We're not even close.
It's closer than the last one.
He says, okay. Now, there's a reason for this story, as there usually is, right? Even it's not to put you to sleep. It is to ask the question, if Tom, or Mickey on, if Tom, welcome, sir. If Tom had spent all of his effort painting completed pickets, you listening? If Tom had expended all of his effort painting completed pickets, how many would he have painted? 3. Everybody see that? 2 whole ones and 2 halves. 3 is the equivalent of 3 whole ones. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what an equivalent unit is. Oh, and now he draws the pickets. I would never draw anything on the board that I did not expect you to draw as well. Never. And then there are people trying to hide the fact that they did not copy down. Okay?